Hey everyone, it's vmcampos, comic book fan. I've got another top 5 video for you. We're going to look at the top 5 Alex Ross Spider-Man covers. Now, Alex Ross is an amazing comic book artist who focuses on realistic takes on fantastical superheroes. He's not the only one. There have been several before him. Jusko, Julie Bell, Boris Vallejo, Olivia D., the Hildebrandts, etc. But at the moment, he's the biggest name in realistic superhero depictions. At the end of 2015, after the relaunch of The Amazing Spider-Man, Alex Ross landed the job of doing all of the covers for the newly launched Amazing Spider-Man. He lasted for 44 issues. I'm going to show you then the 5 best covers he did. Now, this was a very hard list to do. Every cover is a work of art, but I narrowed it down in terms of skill, composition, story development, and something that just hits you. Let's get started. Number 5 is The Amazing Spider-Man number 1. This was my 5th best pick because it really depicted what we're in for. A realistic depiction of a fantastical character. The anatomy of the unmasked characters is perfect. These are completely realistic characters that you believe. And then Spider-Man in his suit. This is the newer suit with a glowing spider, glowing eyes. Look at the shine, the musculature, the wrinkles on the clothing. Speaking of fantastical, we've also got Spider-Man in his spider car, which I thought that was over the top, but here's Alex Ross depicting a completely WTF spider vehicle so realistically. Then the background, the composition with the angles of the city and the usage of green throughout. This is a great cover. Number 4, we've got The Amazing Spider-Man number 3, part of a clone conspiracy tie-in. This is the 4th best cover because it depicts a beautiful Gwen Stacy unmasking Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. Spoiler alert. This is a throwback to an earlier comic cover in Spider-Man's history. This was way back when Gwen Stacy was still alive. This has been depicted in the movies. But here we have Alex Ross's take on the classic character, black headband, bangs, and just the emotion in Peter's face here as he's revealed, like an moment, I can be myself. Now this is a modern take on the character. She has died in this reality, and there's some clone stuff going on. So this cover really captures that. Look at how he holds onto her hand like, no, please don't, but still allows himself. Just so beautiful, so realistic. Look at those cheekbones there and the lips. And her hair and her eyes. Look at that eyeshadow and her eye as well. It's just amazing. The glow on Spider-Man's costume. This is a beautiful cover. Number 3 is The Amazing Spider-Man number 31, part of the evil Hydra Cap storyline that everyone hated. But you would love this cover. Look at it. It's amazing. Look at this action. A moment frozen in time. A heroic moment of battle frozen in time. Spider-Man being blasted. His modern suit in this storyline is way more high-tech. It's not cloth anymore. It's high-tech. So it's the shards of it, the impact blast. Really, his costume shielded him from the impact blast, but it's still a horrific blast. Look, his hair coming out of the costume. You can see his eyes through the costume. You can see his arms and legs, his hairy arms and legs there. And then a stark white background. Just, you can feel the energy of the explosion here. And Peter Parker taking the brunt of it. It's just, this is a beautiful cover. Number 2. We've got The Amazing Spider-Man number 20, another clone conspiracy tie-in. Well, here we have the classic Dr. Octopus. And no, I don't call him Doc Ock. I never liked that. Dr. Octopus here is back. If you've followed the storylines in the last few years, he had died. He transferred his consciousness into Spider-Man's body. He became the superior Spider-Man for a couple of years until Peter's mind reverted and his was placed in the body of the living brain. Well, a lot of clone shenanigans were happening in this storyline, and now he's back. This is an amazing cover because look at his claws and how your eye is drawn right to the center, to the broken costume of Spider-Man with a malicious Dr. Octopus staring you down, his pure evil in his heart, depicted perfectly by Alex Ross. His haircut is hilarious, but this is a realistic depiction of a fantastical character. Those glasses look really weird, but again, Alex Ross is a master. Look at the metal of the arms, and again, I just love the composition coming right at you, and then some of the bursts of light. This is a beautiful cover. Before we get to number 1, let me do a few honorable mentions. Again, after 44 issues, it was extremely difficult to narrow it down to only 5 comics. So let's see some that didn't quite make the cut. So here we have Amazing Spider-Man number 17, part of the Before Dead No More storyline. Here we have the female Electro battling the Prowler. She's really got him on the ropes. Look at the crackling electricity, her expression of sheer domination. Again, Ross's depiction of cloth and texture is brilliant. And there is the Prowler suffering. Spider-Man's signal in the background offers him no respite. Amazing Spider-Man number 13 versus the Invincible Iron Man. No, guys, don't fight your friends. Well, this is a great cover that didn't quite make the cut, but it's got a lot of excellent stuff going for it. It's got a depiction of Iron Man. Is this the first instance of Alex Ross painting Iron Man? Probably not, but this is the first instance of Alex Ross painting Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Miles Morales, Spider-Man. I would have liked a bit more of a depiction of him, but the scene is really cool, and then this is so in the way. We've also got the Amazing Spider-Man number 7. This is depicting Cloak and Dagger, one of these classic characters that doesn't get its due, this duo of Cloak and Dagger, here fighting Spider-Man. Now, it's interesting because their colors are reversed. Dagger is always depicted in white and Cloak in black, and here they're reversed. And again, Ross's use of light. Look at how the light is just emanating from Cloak and contrasted with the colors of the background cityscape and a twisted upside-down Spider-Man, as always. I love that. I would have loved to have seen more of Cloak, but you get enough of his face, and Dagger's costume is like the classic one, but reversed. The Amazing Spider-Man number 25, giant anniversary issue, and the Osborn identity begins here. This is a throwback to a classic Spider-Man cover with the Green Goblin throwing pumpkin bombs at Spider-Man, but here it's Norman Osborn, and he's back, totally militaristic, buffed, and psycho. He's on top of a pile of guns. No need for those pumpkin bombs when you've got a badass weapon like that. And Ross depicts the madness in Osborn perfectly. Look at that. Purple background, beautiful. And lastly, honorable mention, The Amazing Spider-Man number 800, Alex Ross's last work in this comic series. He did the covers for the last 43 issues, and this was his final one. Go down swinging the conclusion. A lot happened in these final issues, the reveal of the Red Goblin and such, and here we have Ross painting a variety of characters related to Spider-Man's life and the Goblin himself. Horrific and epic. The final issue in Alex Ross's run. And now, the number 1 best Alex Ross Spider-Man cover is The Amazing Spider-Man 15, featuring Mary Jane as the new Iron Spider. So this is an amazing cover. It's a throwback to the Iron Spider costume that Peter got during the original Civil War a decade ago. But it's Mary Jane. In this continuity, Peter and Mary Jane aren't really together. She's working with Tony Stark, and Tony's like, hey, Mary Jane, how would you like a cool suit? Well, Alex Ross, again, depicting cloth, metal, a cityscape, expressions, hair, highlights, and then a Dutch angle style of shot. It's just beautiful. Look at that. If you have her depicted with the vertical buildings, there she is latched onto the side. Or over here, you've got these beautiful angles. And then the claws of the outfit. Look, you can even see like the little tubes and everything of the metal arms. And so this is the best Alex Ross Amazing Spider-Man cover of his 44-issue run. It's beautiful. So what do you think? Do you agree with me? Was this the best Alex Ross cover? I think so, but if you don't, go ahead and leave a comment below. Don't forget to like. Maybe tell me other comics of the series that I missed. There were just so many good ones to choose from. Again, from 44 issues, it was so hard to choose just 5. That's why I cheated and also put 5 more. If you liked this video, don't forget to head on over to my Patreon account, patreon.com/vmcampos. If you subscribe for $2 a month, I'll send you a cool curated comic book to your mailbox every month. What a deal! Or for as little as $1, you keep me funded and keep me creating great videos for you every single week. This has been VM Campos. See you in the Spider-Verse.